Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. and I'm here to begin the review for One Piece Manga chapter 1073. So we start things off with Clone Stussy making light work, very light work of Lucci. And now, because there was light work on her part to put down both Lucci and Kaku, and even though she does this fairly easily, very quickly, I still believe that she's probably the weaker of those. So basically, on a more prepared one-on-one fight or just under different circumstances, I do believe that Kaku and and Lucci as well do have the potential to beat Stussy in the fight. It's just more of Kaku was just caught completely off guard, and well, Lucci, I would say he wasn't in his right mind. He was still a bit like, what is going on here kind of thing. He wasn't expecting a betrayal, so he went down quickly as well. And based on the line she says as well, I can't remember how the line went. It was something on the lines of, I can't take you guys lightly, or something along those lines. She has a line that also alluded to the fact that she is not physically stronger than these two. She just, I'm going to say got lucky. She just used her skills to her advantage. So we find out that that's the double agent working for Dr. Vegapunk this whole time. Alright, cool, fair enough, fair enough. And the rest of this part of the chapter, we do see the Seraphim. We do have a little clash between Zoro and Mihawk Seraphim. Mihawk, yes. And I don't know, I'm glad that this didn't turn out into a full fight, because I really just want the Mihawk and Zoro versus Zoro to just stay like that if we are together. I hope you do, please. I hope you do. But yeah, I just want it to be that, and I feel like if we had more of the action of Zoro versus the Seraphim version of Mihawk, there would have been like a discount or just a budget version of that fight. And I just want to save all that goodness for when we actually get it. So I'm glad that that wasn't shown out in its entirety. So the Seraphim, they're under control, they're on the wraps again. They're good to go. They got another person they got to bring with them. The question is now, where is Dr. Vegapunk? We have lost the Stella, we have lost Bunny as well. Obviously, we saw them last chapter. With the memories there, we don't know what's going on there, but they are currently not present, and that's holding things up. So after that, we skip over to another location, Marco. As we know, Marco is in the hometown of Whitebeard. He has been protecting it ever since Whitebeard has died. He left momentarily to help with Luffy and company. So now he's now returned. So he's now finding out what happened while he was gone. And some Marines tried to run up on there, and only we find out that Weevil came there and protected the island while he was gone from these first initial Marines. And then after that, Green Bull turned up, and then he got kidnapped, and now he's gone. And now, because of that, Weevil's mum, who we turned out is Stussy, the OG Stussy, now wants Marco to run up on Greenwood and save his son. So fair enough. So the first thing I gotta say is that, is Weevil really Whitebeard's son? And now, I can't remember how I thought about it previously, but now knowing that both Stussy and Whitebeard were both in the Rocks Pirates, it does make it seem more feasible for this fact to be a case. It doesn't make it 100%, but it does make it seem more feasible. You're in a big crew, you're on the seas a lot, you're a guy, you're gonna want some. Why not? And that is something I believe within a big crew that could be kept completely under wraps if both didn't want anybody else to know. So I'm more in the camp of believing that maybe Whitebeard had a legitimate son. However, legitimate or not, which we find out via Dr. Vegapunk later on, I don't see where we're going with this Weaver storyline right now, because Alright, cool. Let's just say legit son. He's legit son. Marco would then, I believe, Marco would then feel an obligation to Whitebeard to save his son. However, Marco don't have a squad right now, so he's not in a position to be running up on anyone, even if he was strong enough for the job. And I reckon he probably is still in contact with, like, you know, some of the division commanders and whatnot, but to round them up, that might take some time. I personally don't see Marco going to save Marco or any Whitebeard pirates, regardless of the DNA test, going up to save Weevil. But we'll see how it is. But I am starting to think that he is most likely the legitimate son. And the chapter does end off with, we get a little catch up with I was gonna say Marco. Kizaru. You see what he's doing, and he's running up on Egghead Island, and he has one of the 5 elders with him. So when I saw that, I was thinking, okay, cool. Like, what do you want? Why are you here? Like, usually the 5 elders are just off on the Holy Land, chilling, just keeping the distance, watching things from afar. But this is the first time we've got one active, like literally on the ground doing the dirty work. So it made me just think, what exactly are you up to here? So that is everything I gotta say about this chapter. I do believe it deserves an average 3-star rating, and like always guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, but most importantly, take care, have a nice day.